Let's make it happen. Let's make some choices. Let's make some decisions. And I know it's hard, but we got to make a choice. And I want to just give this to you. 3 things. I'm probably going to say 30 things, but 3 things right now that you need to be unavailable to. And this is just my suggestions. You need to write down 3 things that you are going to be for sure committed to being unavailable to. Because we got to change it, y'all. If we keep being available to things that stress us, if we keep being available to things that depress us, if we keep being available to things that oppress us, right? We keep being available to things that keep us from living the life that we deserve. We're never going to get the life that we deserve. And I know it's common sense. I know I'm a common sense speaker. That's what I am. I'm not speaking about things that you don't know, but I'm speaking about things that your soul needs to understand. So I want you to be available to these 3 things. Okay, be available. Today's message is unavailable, unapologetic, and unbothered. Okay, unavailable, unapologetic, and unbothered. We are living the unlife. We are we are undoing, right? We are undoing things that we shouldn't be doing. We are being unavailable, unapologetic, right, and unbothered. Write that in the chat. Unapologetic, unavailable, and unbothered. Okay, let's start here. Let's start here. It's time for you, and you can put whatever you want in the blank. You fill in the blank, but these are things that really help my life. Number 1, I'm becoming unavailable, like literally to the things that don't serve my life. And that is a long list of things. I'm becoming unavailable to the things that don't serve my life. So I'm asking myself this simple question. I need you to ask yourself this question, and it's simple. Does this serve my greater self? Does this serve my happiness? Does this serve my peace? You get the point. And if it doesn't serve your peace, you got to make a choice to become unavailable to it. Because the more you become available to it, the more it keeps you from knowing that you great. The more it keeps you from knowing that you him, that you her. The more it keeps you from knowing that you are everything. The more it keeps you from knowing that you are a miracle. The more it keeps you from knowing that you are God's creation. The more it keeps you from knowing that you are beautiful. The more it keeps you from knowing that you are talented. I am becoming unavailable to things that don't serve my life, and I'm going to be unapologetic to burning that bridge. Okay? Let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right? Oh, man. I was going to stay in my protect your peace mode, but I'm hyped. Let's go, because there's some lives that are going to shift today off of this simple message. There's some lives that are going to change today. You're going to pinpoint, I don't know what today is. What's today? You're going to pinpoint, somebody write in the chat. Whatever today is, October, I don't know, 13, 14, one of those days. 15, 16, 19. I'm way behind. October 19th. You are going to pinpoint October 19th, 2023 as the day that you became unavailable to the things that didn't help your life, and you became available to your best life. You became unavailable to the things that didn't serve your life, and you became available to your best life. You became unavailable to your lesser self, and you became available to your best self. Whoo, man. I love this, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks, Vern, for sharing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Becoming unavailable. Number 1, for me, to the things that don't serve me, I am letting it go. And I'm going to be unapologetic about burning that bridge. And I'm going to be unbothered by what they think about it. Okay? So that's my timeline. Unavailable to the things that don't serve me. I'm going to be unapologetic in burning that bridge. And I'm going to be unbothered by what comes with it, by what they say, what they think, right? Whatever. How they try to gaslight me, whatever it may be, I'm going to be unbothered by it. I'm living an unbothered life, AKA do not disturb, AKA it is my protect my peace season, and I hope that you're in this. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Corey, for lighting up the fire. Thank you, giving me that energy. You keeping me going. Thank you for fire emojis, man. I see those fire emojis and I get turned up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Number 2, okay? Number 2, and y'all, you can fill in the blank. Number 2, I really think your life will shift and change if you start becoming unavailable to people, to things, to environments. How can I say this without being rude? Well, I'm going to be rude today. How would your life change if you start becoming unavailable? I'm going to just say this. I'm becoming unavailable to people who don't believe in me. All right? If you don't believe in me, I'm unavailable to you. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you got the Shelton last name. I don't care if we got the same blood. I don't care if we grew up together. I don't care if we got history. I will never let the history keep me in the misery of me not believing in myself. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you babysitting me. I don't care if you worked at the cafeteria at elementary school. I don't care if you my neighbor. I don't care if whoever it is, if you don't believe in me, right? If you don't believe in me, if you put more doubt in my life than confidence in my soul, I'm becoming unavailable to you. If you dim my light and you don't help me shine my light, I'm becoming unavailable to you. If you make me think I'm crazy for dreaming big and you try to shrink my dreams, I'm becoming unavailable to you. If you don't believe in my vision, hell, if you make me doubt my vision, if you make me think that my vision is too crazy, too big, then guess what? I am getting myself away from that small mindset. I am becoming unavailable to you, man. When I start closing my eyes, you know that I'm going in because I am downloading. Man, I'm telling you right now, I'm becoming unavailable to people who don't believe in me. Life is too short to be around people who don't believe in you. I'm telling you right now, mindsets are contagious, y'all. Like, get around people who believe in you. I guarantee if you ever been around me, I'm never going to put down your soul. I'm never going to put down your life. I'm going to make you think better. I'm going to make you think further. I'm going to make you think greater. I'm going to pull a you out of you that you didn't even know exists. You're going to be the version of yourself that you're like, damn, I didn't know that person was in me. I'm going to push you further. I'm going to push you greater. I'm going to take you higher because I know how important that is. I am becoming unavailable to the things that don't believe in me anymore. I'm tired of keeping my life around small-minded people. I'm tired of keeping my life around people who just settle for less. I'm tired of keeping my life around people who make me feel like I'm less. I'm tired of keeping my life around people who don't challenge me. I am tired of that. I am becoming unavailable to the things that aren't in alignment with my dreams, that aren't in alignment with my purpose, that aren't in alignment with my vision. It doesn't mean that I'm rude to them. Doesn't mean that I'm just kicking people out of my life. I'm becoming more unavailable. So I probably shouldn't say this, but if you start getting the voicemail some more, might be busy, but you know, if our connection ain't the same no more, because I know what you're connected to will power you. I can't be powered with doubt because you don't believe in me. I can't be powered with confusion because you don't believe in me. I can't be powered with me questioning myself because you don't believe in me. I'm tired of living that life to please people. We got to throw away this. You're going to read this in the book. Too many of us are professional people pleasers. I am no longer being a professional people pleaser. I quit today. I'm putting in my 2-minute notice. Forget 2 weeks. I am quitting today. It's time for you to quit and being a professional people pleaser. That is not a badge of honor. Okay, that is not a reward that we want to walk around. We become professional people pleasers. It is time right now to resign, to quit, to be terminated from that. I'm becoming unapologetic for the people, unavailable to people who don't believe in me. And I'm becoming unapologetic, all right, about removing myself from that connection. I'm unavailable to it. I'm unapologetic about it. And I'm unbothered by what you think about it. Because I am not living this life no more of sitting here around people who got small mindsets, who want to make me feel like I'm doing too much. As I always say, man, you are always doing, oh man, come on, Trent. Come on, man. They don't hear you. They don't hear you. I don't see no fire emojis. Actually, I do. Karen, I see you, Lisa. Man, I hope this is more than just an inspirational message to you. I really hope that this lights your soul on fire. I really hope that you do something about it and not just hear it. But listen, man, like, oh, man. Karen said, no, not today. Exactly. I'm in a season in my life, and I want you to be in this season, that I am not going to sit here anymore, not a day longer, and keep my life around things that keep me from my best life. It is time to be unapologetic, unavailable, and unbothered when it comes to these things. Thanks so much for the stars. Y'all sending stars like crazy. Thanks so much for the stars right now. I appreciate every star that you send. I said this a long time ago, and I'll continue to say this till I leave this earth. You will always do too much, be too much. You'll always look like too much to the people who ain't doing enough. Don't you dare let a person that is choosing to settle in their life, that is choosing to do their normal life, I don't be bothering them. Cool. I don't be saying, look, you're selling for less. I let them do them. That's their life. But don't you dare let somebody put a guilt on you. Let somebody put a confusion on you. Let somebody put a question on you. When I mean question, they make you question yourself, question what you're doing. Don't you dare let somebody make you think you're doing too much when they ain't doing nothing at all. It's always the people that ain't doing nothing, nada, that always got something to say, that are sitting there being a watcher, right? They watching other people live their dreams. They watching other people live their life. They on the gossip sites. They talking about everybody else. That's all they do is talk about people. Their conversation ain't about growth. It's about gossip. Their conversation ain't about dreams. It's about drama. Those type of people. And we all been guilty at a point, I'm sure. But I refuse to let a person that's not doing anything with their life to tell me how I should be living my life. You ain't got no expertise, bruh. You ain't got no expertise, girl. You ain't got no expertise at going to get it. You ain't got no expertise at going to get your best life. You ain't got no expertise at going through the progression. You ain't got no expertise. So how you going to tell me how to live my life? How you going to tell me what God has for me when you ain't never even went to go try to see what God has for you? When you just lived a settled life your whole life and you trying to make me feel guilty for not settling in my life? Hell no. It's time to light up the chat. I see Aaron light up the chat with the fire. Yeah, man, we own this year, man. It's a new beginning. It's a new day. It's a new vibe. We protect our peace season, and we are being unapologetic about it. That's the subtitle of the book. You can't read it, but it says 9 unapologetic principles to thrive in a chaotic world. That chaotic world might be people around you that ain't doing enough and make you feel guilty, talking about you doing too much. Oh, look at that. Look, she doing too much. Oh, she taking care of her body. She working out too much. Oh, she reading too many books. Oh, he posting too much positive stuff. Or man, don't let people who have no expertise at going to seek their greatness, at going to pursue their peace, make you feel guilty for doing what's right for you. Consider the source. Y'all be getting like butt hurt. Y'all be bothered over people that ain't doing nothing with their life. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Live the unbothered life. I consider the source. When somebody comes in my inbox and say, Trent, you're doing too much, and I look at their life and it looks like, and I could be being unfairly judgmental, but it looks like they ain't doing nothing with their life. How you going to tell me how to live my life that you don't know nothing about? How you going to tell me about my past when you never understood my journey? How you going to sit here and criticize me when you never tried to help me? Man, child, please. We are living an unbothered life. You say, Trent, how do you live unbothered? You live unbothered by considering the source. Some of us, we allowing people literally to keep us from our dreams. And I know it's true because I've been doing this for 14 years. We allow people to keep us from our dreams and I never went to go even try to go live their dreams. A dreamer is never going to make you feel guilty for dreaming. A visionary is never going to make you feel guilty for living your vision. It's only the people who have accepted less in their life, only the people who are unhappy, only the people that are miserable are going to try to put their misery on you because this world thinks the best way to heal pain is to give pain. Don't accept the pain that they try to give you. Don't accept the small mindsets they try to give you. Don't accept they spirit of selling for less that they try to give you. Don't let them put it on you. Don't let them put that thing on you. It's time to be unavailable. Thanks for the stars, man. Dang, I was going to be about protect your peace mode today. Here y'all go. Y'all got me in championship mode. Let me calm down. Protect your peace. Become unavailable, unapologetic, and unbothered. And the third thing that I want to share, this is just a bonus. It's time to become unapologetic. Y'all light up this chat with fires like crazy, man. It's burning on here. Facebook on fire this morning. It's time for you to become unavailable. All right, unavailable. Man, you fill in the blank. What up, Crystal? 1,000 stars, Crystal. Man, thank you, Crystal. Your beautiful spirit. Love you so much. You tell me. You fill in the blank. What is it time to become unavailable to? You know, and I'm going to challenge you. You know, we talked a lot about external things. I just want to say with me, I'm becoming unavailable to that voice inside myself that I know ain't true. I'm becoming unavailable to that past version of myself, right? That voice inside of myself that when I go try something, it says, oh, you don't deserve this. You're not made for this. You're not built for this. You're not made for more. I'm becoming unavailable to that voice that's kept me in my depression, to that voice when I wake up and says, man, nobody cares anymore, to that voice that says, Trent, you're not enough, to that voice that says, man, this year is just going to be like last year. You're going to lose another person and things aren't going to change. That voice that says the storm is never going to cease. That voice that says, you know what? This pain that you're feeling is just going to be magnified. I'm becoming unapologetic. I don't know, my mind keeps going unapologetic and unavailable to that spirit, to that enemy. Because I know these outside things are major. These outside things are influencing us. These outside things, but ultimately it's us letting the outside things get inside of ourselves. You know, peace is an internal job that we allow the external to control so much. But what if every time a thought that says you're not enough, you just say, shut up. Shut up. That's my thing. Shut up. And I go prove it to myself. I go prove that I am enough. Hey, Trent, man, you gonna come on Facebook today. Nobody's gonna show up. Shut up. The right people gonna show up. I don't care. Shut up. We going. You know what I mean? So you need to be unavailable to that you that doesn't serve you. That you that says, oh, you can't stick with this diet. You can't, this lifestyle, forget a diet. You can't stick with it. Oh, you too old. Oh, you too this, you too that. Unavailable to those limiting beliefs. Those limiting beliefs that convince you to believe that you ain't him and you ain't her. I tell you all the time, if you ever talk to me, I call people all the time a superstar because you're a superstar. Thing about a superstar is that it takes dark to shine. When we look up in the sky, it's sunny right now. I don't see no stars. I'm sure they're there, but I don't see it. But when that nighttime come out, that's when those stars shine the brightest. So you a superstar. You a superstar because everything that you've been through, you're still getting through. And I know some things we don't want to go through it no more. I know we like, man, when is this going to end? I believe your new beginning is around the corner. I believe for some of you, your new beginning started today. But you a superstar. So I'm going to just say, when it get dark in my life, and it often does, I smile because I know this is my time to shine bright. I know this is my time for my faith to take over. I know this is the time for me to lean on God more. I know this is strengthening me. I tell my young athletes all the time, adversity is just an opportunity to show what you made for, to show what you built of. I told my entrepreneurs that I spoke to yesterday, yeah, challenges, yeah, that's just an opportunity to show what you truly believe in, to show that you made for more, to show you that you built for this. You a superstar. And superstars shine the brightest against adversity, amongst hard times. So I want you to live this unbothered life. Not a life that you don't care about things and you just live not caring. I want you to care, but I want you to care about the right things. I want you to care about the things that serve you. I want you to care about the things that multiply your happiness, that multiply your peace, that multiply your joy. And that's the season where you will protect your peace. And I'm going to drop this in shamelessly. I need y'all to pre-order this book, y'all. This book, it's a prayer book. It's a prayer book my mother gave. I'm going to read it. This is from my mother. She actually gave my executive assistant this book. And this, we made up this cover because we don't have the cover yet. So we made this cover. We pulled an elementary school. You know, elementary school where you got to make your book covers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of us, I'm telling my age. You know what I mean? You get the paper, the grocery bag. You got to make your book cover. Remember those days? So we pulled this. It's falling apart. It's been in Sedona. It's been everywhere, right? It's been through some things. This is the vintage cover. But I'm going to read on the back of this book real quick. Give me like 3 more minutes, y'all. We off here. I see some people dropping off. I know y'all got to go to work. And if you got to this, man, this touched your heart, let me know, man. Reach out to me. You know what I mean? I know I can't respond to everybody, but I do see some of y'all, and it means the world to me. Thanks so much for the stars. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But like, reach out to me on Instagram, and Facebook is a little tough, but reach out to me on Facebook. Share it on Facebook, because what I do, I look at tags and I go like it. Some of y'all know, like, I'll go like I'll spend time every day seeing who's wrote something that's tagged me, because it shows up on my page. So feel free to tag me, share some on Facebook that you learn, maybe a quote, etc. But I want to read this, what it says on the back of the book, and then I want to read a prayer. I'm going to open up a random prayer in my mom's book of prayers, and then we're going to pray, and then we're going to see what it says. All right, it says, you're built for this. When you get this book on the back, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you, big dog. Thanks for being a top supporter, bro. You are built for this. So yeah, just type peace in the chat if you want to order Protect Your Peace. I think we had a few thousand pre-orders, man, so I would love to keep that going, and thank you. And if you can't order because circumstances, I totally get it, right? I totally get it. But it says, you are built for this. This is where true peace lies. Walking through your pain, putting in the work and faith to heal, and then sharing your journey with others. Everything that you have been through can build you. That loss you experienced, use it for impact. Yeah, let's go. I'm hyped, man. This is my book right here, man. That loss you experienced, use it for impact. The mistakes you made, use them for learning. That huge setback, turn it into even a greater comeback. Remember, you make an impact every day. Whether your gifts include winning a Nobel Peace Prize or simply smiling at strangers, it's time to own them. I will go as far as to say that you owe them to the world. So when you get the back of the book, that's what's on the back of the book. And I'm going to tell you right now, how I end this book is fire. I'll tell you the last section is called You Built for This. So you're going to get that Facebook Live trend at the end of the book. But I want to say this too, and I'm going to get off of here. I shared this with my entrepreneurs yesterday. And entrepreneurs are tough to speak to at times, right? Entrepreneurs, you never know what you're going to get. Like, you're going to get the audience that's like suit and tie or whatever, you know what I mean? But I always like, hey, I don't forget all that. Like, we all human beings. But I told them this. I said, and I actually wrote it down in my notes. Okay, cool. 3 things and I'll probably make a podcast over this for tomorrow. I'll probably do it today, because I like to do some tactical things for y'all. But just let this seep in your soul. You might not get it, but let it seep in your soul. If we're going to move to the greatest you, which you are, we're going on a journey, right? New Beginnings Challenge starts November 1st. Y'all are going on a journey with me. And I'll give you information on it. Make sure you text. You're part of the text community. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. We got a fire merch release, Know Your Worth collection coming Saturday. Side note, fire. My favorite collection of all. Oh my gosh. Anyways, your desire. I'm going to tell you when my life changed. When my dedication matched my desire. I probably should say this for another live, and I'll just briefly touch on this. We can all have the desire to do, want to change. I don't think desire is the issue. I think we all desire better for our life. The problem is our dedication doesn't match our desire. So when normalcy shows up, things getting back to normal, or, contentment shows up, or, hard times show up, we move away from our desire. You got to have a dedication that matches your desire. Okay? Number 2, my commitment matches my choices. Oh, man, I cannot wait to make a podcast over this. My commitment matches my choices. Some of you today are going to make a choice. You're going to make a choice. I'm sure you're fired up. You're on an emotional high, right? You like, it's rehab time. Let's get it. You're going to make a choice to do whatever. Choices are great. I always say you're a choice away from a new beginning, and a commitment away from a new life. People don't always hear that part, a commitment away from a new life. So your commitment has to match your choice, meaning that the level of your choice has to be met by the level of your commitment, right? We can't have a choice with no commitment because we don't see our choice through. Commitment carries the choice through, allows the choice to go from an idea, thought, to a reality that we live. Last but not least, my potential or my pursuit matches my potential, right? we all have potential, y'all. Like every one of us have the potential to be more, do more, see more. You have a you inside of you that you haven't met yet, the greatest you, as I've been saying for the last 5 years. That's great. But if you ever heard me talk about potential, potential is hardly met because our pursuit doesn't match it, right? You can flip that, right? Your pursuit has to match the potential, meaning that if you have a potential to be great, you got to have a great pursuit for it. The pursuit of your peace, the pursuit of your best self. So I want to share that with y'all because it's something to think about, because I know we get on these Facebook lives and, it's very inspirational. It's very aspirational. It's very motivational, informational. But I want it to be applicational, if that's even the word. I probably made that up. But I want you to apply it to your life. I don't want you just to hear me and feel me and light up the chat with fires. I love the fires. It definitely helps my spirit. But I want you to be able to do something about it, because we can pray about it, we can hope about it, we can wish about it, but we have to be able to do something about it also. So those 3 things, I always check in with myself. Be like, does my dedication match my desire? Does my commitment match my choices? Does my pursuit match my potential? And sometimes it doesn't. And that's when I feel like, man, I'm not doing the part that's in my control, because there's a lot of things that ain't in your control that God got to control. I want to read a prayer to you, and I want to be off. I got to get ready for a speaking engagement in Fort Worth. Some of y'all are going to, well, not some of y'all, but maybe you're on here, you're going to be with me. So cool. Like, I love to see the face of people like, I won. And like, people always say, Trent, you're so like chilled and regular. Like, I expect you to have some, like, it's just funny. But, I want to share one more moment with y'all. I don't know if y'all heard the story. It's rehab time. Let's get it. Okay. The live is ended. For y'all that want to stay on this for a little bit, I'm going to read this prayer. But it's so funny. I don't know if y'all heard my story about, I'm not going to get into it on here, but at Chick-fil-A, I was at an airport, and this lady who worked there, she was like trying hard, telling me like to talk to me. Right. And I don't know if y'all heard that story, but I was in that same airport and she was working the register, and I literally went to a different place. I'm like, I am not going there. So I'll get into that story later. But I had a situation yesterday at the airport, and I'm gonna tell you, you never know who's watching, and that's why I'm big on not allowing the circumstances to control who you are. So make a long story short, I got upgraded on my flight, and I go to like board the plane. And I think the lady knew me because she was like, I don't have you on this plane. I was like, how do you even know who I am? But she was like, I don't have you on this plane. And I started laughing because I'm like, all right, y'all, what is this, April Fools in October? It's like, no, really, we don't have you on this plane. I'm like, here's my ticket right here. Make a long story short, they upgraded me. And then they said that, which I've never had to do, they said that you had to like recheck in. And I've never had to do that. So they were like, well, we can't put you in first class. Like, and I guess they expected me to be an a-hole about it. I'm like, I don't care. Put me in whatever class. I don't have to be in first class. Like, I just sleep anyway on planes. So first class really doesn't do any benefit for me because I'll be asleep. Like, I'll wake up and be like, you are the easiest person ever. So I said, just give me a seat. I got to get home. I got to get to my babies, my family. I got a speaking engagement tomorrow. I got to get back home. So I get on the plane and I sit down and, fly to flight. So that's why I say everything is connected, y'all. And like, I just really believe that. Like, I believe like God's plan is just so intricate. Like, that's why I don't trip off of things. Like, so I just bought me some glasses. I'm very bad at losing glasses. So I bought me some glasses. They're kind of pricey, but I really love them. They're like my favorite glasses. I used to probably see them. I was always wearing them. And I was sitting down in my seat and I heard something drop. And I thought it was like, somebody else's stuff because I wasn't really paying attention. So I'm getting off the plane. I leave and I'm about to leave. And I reach down right here to check my glasses. I'm like, oh man, my glasses ain't here. And I reach in my pocket. Hey, my glass, look in my bag. No glass. I was like, oh snaps. That was my glasses that fell. So I go to the counter and I say, hey, like, can y'all check the plane? I think I left my glasses. And they're like, okay, cool. So make a long story short, they found my glasses, the stewardess, or both of the stewardesses, him and her. And she brings like, are these yours? I was like, yeah, they're mine. She was like, I bet you one of these. I'm like, yeah, I did. So we're walking. She's like, I just want to tell you, like, you're one of the best. I'm executive platinum with American Airlines, right? She's like, you're one of the best EPs that I've seen. Like most people would trip about first class. Like, they would get mad. You just were like, cool. And I had a Know Your Worth shirt on. She was like, I was reading your shirt and it makes sense. Funny thing that happened as I'm talking, the other stewardess, I guess maybe I had my hood on. He didn't recognize me. He said, Trent? I said, yeah, what's up, bro? I know. He's like, man, I heard the voice and I just like, I know this guy. And so he ended up knowing me. He might even be on here. He ended up knowing me. And he was like, you don't know who this is? She was like, nah. She's like, she's like, is he an athlete? He was like, nah, he used to be this a motivational speaker, like one of the best in the world. And she's like, that makes sense. She's like, your spirit is just so great. Like, she was just like, and he was like, man, he be protecting his peace. He really, he really live it. And that was just a moment that might not seem like a big moment, but it's a moment because I could have been an a-hole. I could have been like, give me my seat, all that stuff. And little did I know, there was somebody on there that knew me, right? And just imagine, and listen, I have my moments that I'm not perfect. I have my moments where I get angry and upset, like I'm a human being. But just imagine if I would have been that guy. And just imagine that person that knows me and follows my work was like, dang, that's Trent? Like, But I always keep my spirit calm because I'm like, man, it ain't that serious. So I wanted to share that with y'all because what's crazy is that I was able to leave my glasses to be able to meet a rehabber on the plane and for them to kind of even speak life into me. Like he was telling me how much I've helped him so many times and helped him not make bad decisions. And he's been on the Facebook Lives and all the stories. Like, and God knows how much I always need that, y'all. And I share that with y'all because I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Like sometimes you probably feel like, oh, Trent doesn't read my comments. Like I see every comment. Of course I can't respond to everyone because there's millions of you. But you guys' encouragement, like it keeps me going. Like if I can say, what's the one thing that has kept me going through this whole time, it's y'all. Like, of course, there's a lot of things in my life that help me. I got great people in my life, but it's me thinking about y'all. When I get up every morning when I'm tired and I'm like, okay, but I think about y'all. I'm like, man, somebody's waiting on me at 7:30 to go live. I woke up this morning. I had no sleep yesterday. I'm gonna get some little bit. I mean, I woke up at 5, flew to Tampa, spoke on stage, flew back, got home at like 11 o'clock, went to sleep, woke up today, and here I am. But it's you guys that are so supportive. You guys that are so like, man, I have the best community in the world. And I stand by that. Karen Russell said, you were a nice person when I ran up to you in AZ and was just talking your ear off. Really? Where was that, Karen? I don't even remember. I had to see you. Oh, it was Karen. Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah. You talking about in the hotel? For sure. So I just want to take time, and I know you know that, but like I appreciate you. And I know I can't respond to each and every one. I know I can't always show the love that y'all show me, but I'm just so grateful for y'all, man, and so appreciative for y'all. Like I can't tell you how many people have told me too, like, man, my friend put me on to you. Like they watch you on Facebook every morning. So I just want to share that and just say thank you. And I'm gonna continue to fight for y'all. And let me read this prayer because we got some people about to come into our house. This is let's see. This is perfect. So it's from my mother's prayer book. She always would give people these, by the way. I have some people like, your mother gave me a prayer book. I'm like, she never gave me one. Nah. It says, bind my mind to the will of God. Okay. Heavenly Father, we come to you now in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We bind our mind to the will of God. We bind all the rehabbers' minds to the will of God in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen. So the will of God, y'all, is so important. And that's what you have to trust ultimately. Knowing that God has a plan for your life, 29:11, Jeremiah, and the will of God. Like, the will of God can sometimes be difficult to trust. We're never going to understand it.